Hey, what's up with it, man? It's the Bulletproof Podcast back on your funk ass, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, we finna get lit. You know what I'm saying? We finna talk about some real shit. Wait for that AC to kick in, you know what I'm saying? Nigga had to work night shift, came back home, nigga had to double up. Yeah, that man. How y'all been doing, man? So I'm trying to get right. How y'all niggas been doing? Now my lighter don't want to work. Damn, this a long ass flame. Boy, this a crackhead flame, my nigga. Look, this real tight. Damn, boy. Yeah, if you ever sold crack back in the 2000s, man, you know what that flame mean, nigga. I don't smoke crack, but shit, I'm just saying I used to sell a little something back in the day. What's up with it, y'all? Hey, I'm back. Got a couple of topics I want to hit today, man. Got a couple of topics, bro. We're going to jump right into it. I ain't going to waste no time. I ain't going to hold you. You feel? First topic I want to talk about, bro, real shit. I want to talk about China and Russia, bro. I took notes, nigga. Look, I got little sticky notes, nigga. And I'm going to call this episode, Don't Act a Donkey, Don't I Act a Donkey. Everything I drop, funk. What? Hey, say that little boosie on that one, man. You feel? You know what I'm saying? It's finna go down. But yeah, man, I got a couple of topics I want to talk about, man. We're going to call this Don't I Act a Donkey. You know what I'm saying? The conspiracy corner, you know, all that type of shit. You feel? The first thing I want to talk about was China and Russia and Africa. You know what? China, Russia, and Africa are clicking up. They saying that China, Russia, and Africa is clicking up because it's finna be the next World War III. They finna have China is basically, and Russia is basically getting together and they cutting off all U.S., they cutting off all the European countries from fucking up Africa, from stealing their resources. And you know what? I'm here for it. You know what? Real shit, Africa, I got a different perspective on you niggas now. I fuck with y'all now. That whole Pan-Africanism shit and that whole like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Africa is the homies and all that type of shit. But I see that Africa is trying to really rewrite they're trying to rewrite their economic history. Not their history, but they're trying to rewrite the wrongs that they have done. And number one is they trying to click up with real powerhouses such as China and Russia. Now, I don't give a fuck if it's right or it's wrong, but as a continent of Africa that has been getting raped by America and European countries, I understand it. And guess what, Africa, I support you. I understand what y'all trying to do. I understand what they trying to do from a business point of view. Matter of fact, there's been a lot of presidents that has been getting overturned. They've been attacked. They've been getting kicked out of office in Africa because they doing business with America. They still doing business with them European countries. Yeah. And Africa is really at the point where they like, man, fuck all that shit. Hey, China, Russia, what y'all talking about? Because America, they want to come over here and they still want to enslave us. They still want to pay us nothing and still take all of our resources. And now that's the biggest threat to America right now is China and Russia hooking up with Africa. And Africa is getting empowered by China and Russia. And now Africa doesn't need America no more. So we kind of looking at a war right now. But it's already a war going on right now between the Ukraine and Russia. Now, this is just me speaking. Conspiracy theory. I think that America is supplying weapons and giving them billions of dollars of support to Ukraine to fight Russia so they can fuck up with whatever they got going on. because America is like, man, we might as well outsource that war as opposed to using American forces to fight y'all. Let's fight this war through a third party. And they using Ukraine to do that. Real shit. Ukraine, and please leave a comment. Ukraine is fighting this war because Russia is trying to take over them because they want to expand their territory. If I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong about this, please leave a comment. If I'm wrong about the Russian-Ukraine war, from what I gather from what I'm reading, and please leave a comment, they want to get Ukraine, they want to take over Ukraine because they always felt like Ukraine was a part of them, but they trying to get them back. And not only that, it's a great defensive position, and they trying to expand their territory and whatever resources they got. Those resources that Ukraine has, I don't know. I don't think Ukraine got a lot of resources that Russia is willing to go out their way to have an all-out war. I think they want to just hold these niggas and show Russia and Africa like, bro, we serious about this shit. NATO, get out the fucking way. NATO, we ain't worried about you hoe ass niggas. We gonna do what we want to do. They want to flex their muscle on America. Now, America, this is just my opinion. America, we have allies. We got China. No, we don't have China. My bad. I spoke wrong. We got Canada, we got Mexico, and we got like France, Great Britain, and all them motherfuckers. And the resources that Africa is supplying for the cheap, for the LO, Africa is the plug. America is the dope boy on the block. And so China and Russia is trying to hook up with Africa and say, man, y'all Africa, stop letting these niggas, stop letting America and all the other niggas hold you. And shit, nigga, let us empower you to where y'all ain't gotta live in these conditions no more, nigga. We finna empower you niggas. So I think that's a topic that needs to be talked about, but ain't nobody really talking about it. I'm breaking it down in the nigga terms. Hey, this is the Negro news. I ain't gonna call it nigga. I ain't trying to be divisive. Man, it is a fly in this motherfucker that is swole as a motherfucker. I've been trying to kill. It's one fly in this bitch. And this nigga is big as a motherfucker. I've been trying to kill this hoe, but fuck this nigga. I hate fucking flies, bro. I hate flies, roaches, and rats. But, yeah, I got a lot of respect for Africa now. I got a lot of respect for Africa because they're trying to do business in the best. They're trying to put their continent in the best business position in order to bubble, as opposed to getting fucked over by other European countries, America and all, Great Britain and all that type of shit. So I ain't mad at them. And then you got to think about this. Look at the resources that Africa provides. Africa provides a whole bunch of precious metals that are used for nuclear bombs, cell phones, batteries, and all that type of shit. Bro, it's a whole slave trade going on right now in Africa because of how much America and the European countries is hoeing them niggas. China and Russia is coming in like, man, y'all ain't got to subjugate yourself to just doing anything that they say. Nigga, we got y'all back now. Now y'all got the full military force of us. Kick all these hoe ass niggas out. We gonna pay y'all what y'all supposed to be paid. We're gonna empower your people. Just be loyal to us. That's the biggest threat to America right now is Africa. Africa is the richest continent on this planet. So this ain't Channel 5 or 81. This is Channel 69 News. Hey, you getting it from the front and the back. Pause. Hey, I'm just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my thoughts on that. I want to go into it more, But it's really kind of hard to go into stuff when ain't nobody here else doing it with you. So I'm just gonna hold it down. You know what I'm saying? I'm a real nigga. So speaking on China, Russia, and Africa, right? Speaking on that, right? It's another topic that I want to talk about. This is a topic that don't nobody give a fuck about, but I give a fuck about it, so I'm going to talk about it. This is interesting to me. If everybody else don't find it interesting, I don't give a fuck. There is a news report right now that our government has alien real live footage of an alien getting interrogated. This is a real thing. The footage has been out for years. The footage has been out for years. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I wish I could place it in the video, but the footage I'm talking about is basically it's an alien looking person. It's a gray alien, and the gray alien is choking and having convulsions and all this type of shit. And for the longest, this footage been out for years. And everybody came out and debunked it. A lot of people came out and tried to debunk it. Tried to. This is my thing. I feel like a part of me feels like that if you watch the alien, you can go on YouTube and watch it. A part of me feels like the alien footage that they are showing is real. I feel like the alien footage is real, but it's a part of me that thinks that it's not real. Let me tell you the reason why I do think it's real. I think that the video looks so fucking fake that the government was like, when somebody took the video and put it out, the government was like, these niggas would never believe this shit real. Fucking put it out. This so fantastical. But then there's another part of me that is like, this shit fake. Because it kind of looked fake, but I've never seen an alien ever in my life. So maybe that's why, because my brain can't compute what an alien would look like, and I have no reference point, instead of just movies and just like historical pictures that have been drawn and just what people say, and just in movies and shit, it's like, and it really got me to thinking about, there's other alien footage out there of so-called real aliens. And just using my human brain and using logic, a part of me is saying that the government allowed it to be put out there because nobody would believe it. They would be like, man, ain't nobody gonna believe that shit. That shit look fake. But then there's another part of me that's like, well, maybe this might be a way to a CIA mind fuck type shit that is fake. So I don't really know. I would love to see what y'all, what everybody else think in the comments, but if I was a gambling man, the video footage that I've seen of so-called fake aliens in CIA, fucking, y'all know, in their possession, I think it looks so crazy to the point where you would be like, yeah, this is fake. I don't know if it's fake or not. I really don't know. But I think a case can be made if it's real or if it's fake. I don't know. But and what's so crazy is the alien video that they came out with, they're taking this video footage and they're going to present it to Congress as a case to be like, hey, this is real footage. We are presenting this, and this is part of our evidence. On top of UFOs that have been recorded through the Navy, through pilots, and all this type of shit. There's so much evidence about this whole UFO shit is crazy. So this is not out the realm of possibility. I'm just going to say that. All right? That's what I think about that. Now, I'm gonna go real fast because, you know, I'm fucked up and I know y'all fucked up and, you know, we gonna have fun today. This is the conspiracy corner. Don't I act a donkey? Don't I? I did want to talk about who y'all voting for president. I want to know what the temperature out there is. People that see this video, people that are thinking about voting, that's a part of the Bulletproof Podcast Hive, which I'm trying to build. I don't have a hive. I got a few of you motherfuckers. I don't even have 1,000 followers. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't doing no tripping. Who y'all voting for president? I'm going to tell you a motherfucker that I'm really looking at to vote for. I've never voted a day in my life. But there is a president that I'm like, damn, I like what he's talking about, though. He's saying some real shit, and he's kind of exposing some real shit. And he's actually bagging up his conspiracies with real facts. RFK. He's still relatively young. Man, I'm sorry about this fly. RFK is still relatively young. He got all his mind there. And it seems like that he wants to do a course correction within politics and the economic base from all the interviews that I've seen. RFK, if I was to vote, I'm not saying he gonna fix all my problems, but I feel like he's very genuine in the issues that he does want to fix. He seems very genuine. He really does to me. That's just me seeing him. He wasn't on the debate, the first debate that I didn't watch it. I just seen a couple of clips. Let me just say this shit about the debate shit. Yeah, bro, that is the worst way to present future presidents to the American people, is a debate with 8 motherfuckers and they only get a fucking 1 minute time to fucking talk about they shit, and motherfucking me, another motherfucking get a 1 minute rebuttal. That's fucked up, bro. As American people, I think we deserve better than trying to judge presidents off of a fucking debate that lasts maybe 2 hours between 8 people and everybody talking over each other. Every president that is going for president should be able to have a conversation. I'm going to be real with you. I love what Joe Rogan said. I do watch the Joe Rogan podcast. I think Joe Rogan said some fucked up shit about black people, but I'm able to separate my emotions from fact and just from logic. I think he said some fucked up shit about black people. I think he might lightweight be racist. I don't know. I don't watch his show enough. I just watch his show enough to get some game. I don't know how he personally feels. I really don't give a fuck. But I love when he brings on other people on his podcast and he just sits down and he just converses with them about topics that he finds interesting and gives them a platform for them to really go into depth about the certain topics that they want to stand on. And he lets them have their time. He will ask a question and he will challenge them on certain things, but it's not like, oh, you got 30 seconds to reply. The debate shows within the political party, when it comes to Fox, CBS News, we need to stop doing that shit with presidents. People that want to be presidents. Every president should have a 2-hour interview with whoever. It ain't got to be Joe Rogan. It can be somebody else. It can be a black person. They can go on multiple platforms and talk about the issues they talk about and be challenged on it, but give them enough time to talk about it and be challenged on it about it. So the American people can really see if that you're very genuine about what you talk about, if you're full of shit. Because there is no possible way watching a debate that's an hour long with 8 people that we can find out if a president is genuine. Every debate that's ever been televised. They just saying the things that's gonna get clickbait. They just saying the things that they're gonna get crowd applause about. That's not no great way to interview yourself about trying to be my president. And I don't even vote. I don't vote. You want to sit out here and have a goddamn hour-long, 2-hour-long debate with 8 motherfuckers and everybody got 1 minute to present their... No, that's not cool. I want to hear about your... It's a lot of people that are going out to be presidents, that are trying to be presidents, that are going out for their seat in that position. I don't know nothing about these motherfuckers. They coming out of nowhere. I want to know your resume. I want to know what qualifies you to be a president. And let me just say this. If you haven't served time in the military, if you've never been in the war, or if you never just spent time in the military at all, I feel like, just me personally, I feel like if you want to be a president, I feel like the very base thing is that you should have spent time in the military. Because if a president spent time in the military, he might not want to be so gung-ho about sending motherfuckers to war. I don't like that we have presidential people that want to be presidents and they have control over the military and they don't have no military resume. That's wrong to me. That's wrong to me. How do y'all feel about it? Look, I get it. You've been in politics for a long time. But if you ain't never been in the military, bro, if you ain't never been a public servant without having to deal with being compromised by big businesses, and you ain't never did it on a local level, you shouldn't even be in the thought of being a fucking president. I feel like if you want to be a president, all you motherfuckers need to go through the military. All of you. All of you. All of you. That's some whole shit to me. How dare you tell the military they need to go to war when you ain't never been to war your motherfucking self? I feel like that's disrespectful. Why the military community ain't never said nothing about this? Because I got a couple of partners that's like, man, say I fuck with Buddy because he was in the military and he was on the front lines in this war and I trust him because he know what he talking about. He giving me game. But we willing to elect a president and just off a conversation that he has with another political power in another country, and for that motherfucker, for them to have a disagreement and them to come out and say, yeah, we finna go to war when he has never been in a war, I feel like that's pussy asshole ass shit. The military all my veterans out there, y'all need to fucking stand up about that. Should not be now one president that he ain't never been to war, ain't never been in the battle, ain't never been through none of that real ass shit, and don't have no political background as well after he came out the military, should not be a fucking president. Am I being crazy? How can you command the greatest military force in America when you've never even been in the army? That's whole shit. To me, that's disrespectful to the men and women that gave their lives out here, bro. Look, let me give praise to people, because I got a lot of black homeboys. I got a lot of family members that served in the army generationally. I got homeboys that literally are fucked up right now because they were in the army and that are going through so much trauma. And for a motherfucker, just because you went to Harvard, you studied political science, and you studied laws and all this type of shit, but you ain't never took your puss ass out there on the front line, I feel like that's disrespecting them, because they're literally putting their life on the line for American freedoms while you sitting in a motherfucking AC controlled fucking college learning about what you you're getting an ideology of what's being thrust upon you, and no one's challenging you on your beliefs. I feel like that's whole shit, bro. Even with women, it's women that have served in the military that I feel like are more in touch on how to be a president and will get more respect because their political views. I feel like I'm gonna say this. I feel like every person that serves in the military, I think it should be, some people want to be on the front line, some people want to do this, some people want to do that. But I feel like in order for you to be a president of the United States of America, commander-in-chief, they literally call it commander-in-chief. But you ain't never been commanded, or you ain't never been the chief of nothing. You ain't never been in no motherfucking war. You ain't never even been on the front lines. You ain't never been through boot camp. That's some whole shit. You should not be the commander-in-chief of America when you ain't even done the bare minimum of what it is to sacrifice yourself for America. You're not even willing to sacrifice yourself for America. Why would I want to vote you as a fucking president? Man, I swear to God, I feel like I'm in I swear to God, we always talking about how much we love the military, how much we love our veterans and all that type of shit, bro. But we don't give these niggas no respect. They got the highest rate in homelessness. They got the highest rate in mental illness. They get no love when it comes to nothing. These motherfuckers is out here literally sacrificing their lives for for old ass Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell ain't never had a fist fight. But we putting him in a position to influence other politicians to say, man, we need to take all the hitters out there so they can fight wars for us, for our freedom. When the literal freedoms and the policies that Mitch McConnell and these old motherfuckers, these 80-year-old decrepit face falling off, these motherfuckers can't, these niggas falling down, these old AARP ass niggas, why are we giving them so much power in how America should be run? Shouldn't we be giving that to the people who are literally sacrificing their lives every day? Shouldn't they be the first motherfuckers? If they the first ones on the battlefield, they should be the first ones to make decisions about policies and laws and regulations. They got the best experience. Bro, I be feeling like, bro, I honestly be feeling like I'm crazy sometimes. I'm like, bro, am I the only one that think like this, bro? Like, is this not weird to us that we're allowing people, older people that have been in politics for so long and has been fucking up our economy and been fucking up laws, regulations, and policies and been doing business with major corporations and starting wars on the behalf of major corporations and troops that give their lives, they don't get no love out here. We just gonna, bro, if you serve in the army, bro, this is just my opinion. And I'm saying this because I got homeboys that served in the army. I've never served in the army, but I got homeboys that I see in real time that are in their 40s and their 50s and their 30s, and I see how I fucked them up. Going over there and fighting for something just because they trying to get a check. And a lot of them do it so they can try to bubble off that shit. But a majority of them do it because they love America. You got a lot of people that go into the army just so they can just, you know, and then when they get into it, they might be like, you know what, I really do love this shit. But then you got some people that be like, man, I just want to better my life. I want to travel the world. I want to get everything I can get out the military so I can have a better existence. And they should be able to do that. And can't nobody judge them, bro. But I feel like our government outside of black people. I think our government treats black people and people who served in the military just as worse, just on the same playing field. Now, let me tell you why. I feel like because our black people have been fighting in every war. Black people have been fighting in every war since America was America, even before America was America. Civil War, when they were North against the South. Black people done fought in every war that was on this soil. Period. But when I come out and talk about reparations, every American citizen that has fought in any war or has served a military existence in the military at all, they need reparations too. Now, a lot of them do get a check, but a lot of them don't get great health care. They don't get housing. They can't get loans. They can't bubble. They going through the same thing that black people are going through, but black people are going through it worse because our shit predates them wars. Real shit. So, to all the U.S. troops out there, to all my U.S. soldiers, to all my U.S. veterans, black, white, Mexican, whatever color you are, y'all need reparations too. Y'all should be able to get, I feel like every person that ever served in the military, when they come out, they should be able to at least get a house. They should be able to at least get a house. They should be able to at least get a house, a car, and they should get free education and free health care. I want reparations for people who served in the army as well. Giving them a check and giving them the bare necessities when it comes to health care, that's not enough for people who are literally fighting for our freedoms and fighting to keep our freedoms and just fighting for political and just being political pawns, losing limbs and shit. It ain't just white people, it's black people too. Black people out here fucked up in the war. I got a homeboy that got a whole leg missing. Man, he can't even live by himself, bro, because his disability can't cover enough for him to even get a house. My homeboy got a whole leg missing. This nigga 37. He get a disability check. He get a VA check. He can barely afford to get groceries, get a house, and he don't even do drugs or nothing like that, bro. He barely making it. There is enough houses out here in America for every black person that is a descendant of slavery, and there's enough housing out here for every person that signed up for the military to get a house, bro. This whole notion that there's not enough room, that's bullshit. That's big cap. There is enough houses out here that are vacant where everybody can live in a house, bro. Everybody can live in a house right now. There is no need for homelessness right now. There is enough houses for, bro, if you took all the homeless people, let's look up the statistics. There is enough vacant houses right now where every homeless person can get a house. There is enough money within our budget for everybody to get free health care. But I'm crazy. I'm the weird nigga. Now, I'm not going to keep going on with that. I will say this, though. Shout out to Akon. Akon And shout out to Pan-Africanism. I was speaking about Africa earlier, hooking up with China and Russia and them really kicking out a lot of the European countries that and the people that colonized them and that have oppressed them. Africa ain't going for that shit no more. Africa ain't going for it. My homeboy actually, shout out to my partner Hot Rod. My partner Hot Rod put me onto this. He put me onto this early. I was really kind of like, I don't know about this. I was like, but no, this is a real thing. So China, Russia is hooking up together, and they really kicking bitches out the crib like Pam, nigga. Look, if if Africa was more, look. Look, Africa is kicking bitches out the crib like Pam. That's what they doing. And they have the support of some real powerhouses behind them. You know what I'm saying? So Pan-Africanism, I'm looking at them kind of differently now. I'm doing more research about Pan-Africanism. The way I was thinking about Pan-Africanism, I'm thinking that maybe I was wrong, but I'm thinking I was right though, because Africa has been colonized and they didn't have no nuts, because the presidents of these certain countries of out that have that was able to control these resources sold their soul to motherfucking America and all these European countries. But now China and Russia is like, nigga, fuck that. We finna kick you niggas out of power, and we're gonna put the people in power that want to control the resources and bring back wealth to African people and not export their wealth to European countries. That's what's going on right now. And guess what? Africa, y'all deserve it. Africa, I support y'all. I do. I look at Africa a little bit different now, because now they doing business the right way. Now Africa is like, nah, we need to fuck selling this uranium for $1 a pound. Now we finna sell it. Now we can build up factories and we can build up warehouses. We can build a whole economic infrastructure on the behalf of Russia and China, because Russia and China got skin in the game with Africa. Russia and China ain't just doing this just because they want to do what's good for Africa. Nah, it's business. And Africa right now is seeing it like, we need to start doing business instead of just trying to us being cool with everybody. Africa for the longest time was that cool little bitch Africa for the longest time was that hoe that was on the block, had the fat ass, she was pretty in the motherfucker, and everybody was running through her. China and Russia is coming through trying to save a hoe, because this bitch still got good pussy and she ain't got no kids. Yeah, bitch, you still young. Yeah, Africa is that 24-year-old bitch on the block with no kids. All it need to take is just, bitch, let us put you in a badass loft. And we're going to get you a good job. As opposed to what America was doing, was like, bitch, we're going to smut you out. We're going to take everything, bitch. America and all the other European countries was trying to pimp Africa for the longest. China and Russia is coming through and saying, nah, no more, bitch, we're going to upgrade you. And guess what? I'm here for it. I'm here for it because once Africa gets upgraded, this is what I'm thinking, in my motherfucking mind, once Africa gets upgraded, they're going to want to, now I think we can have a real conversation, not just about reparations, but about doing business with Africa. Reparations that's just my personal feelings. Africa, y'all owe us reparations. America owe us reparations as well. America need to pay us reparations first, and then after Americans that have been enduring slavery over here and Jim Crow and all these racist policies, after America pays us reparations, Africa will worry about y'all later. And Africa with Russia and China empowering y'all, hey, now we'll have that conversation. And look, we can talk that out. Now that y'all empowered, because there's a lot of niggas over in America that's empowered. So instead of us going to the white people, talking about how we can get a bag and how we can do business with y'all, man, now we can go directly to y'all's presidents and countries. Because for the longest time, y'all's people that y'all put in power only had the best ideology on how to keep doing business with America and European countries that was fucking y'all. Now, China and Russia is going to empower y'all to do business with us directly. And I'm here for it. So, Africa, my eyes is on y'all right now. And my eyes is on China and Russia too. Because China and Russia want that smoke with the U.S. The American dollar is fucking up right now. Yeah, shit ain't safe. Man, say I watched the whole thing today on the news where they were saying, man, Russia got some nuclear bombs that's gonna come through that America can't shoot down because we ain't got the they got technology now that's gonna be the radars can't detect the nuclear bombs and shit. Look, that's how a nuclear bomb come through. Yeah, man, say. Okay, so let me ask y'all this question. This is a fucked up question. This ain't even, I'm not even trying to be funny. If there is a nuclear war from China, Russia, and China and Russia, they having talks with North Korea too now. Yeah, y'all won't talk about that. Yeah, I've been doing some research, but I'm trying to keep everything cool because it's on YouTube. This is a real question. Russia, China, and whatever powerhouse they click up with, who do y'all think is going to be the first target that they have eyes on in America? I'm going to shut the fuck up right there. I'm going to come back because I got to pee like a motherfucker, and we going to get to this shit. You feel me?